In the middle of an open field, a lone soldier raises his rifle, trying to shoot down an incoming FPV drone. The first bursts miss as the drone adjusts altitude, circling patiently before diving again. His aim falters. The operator keeps steady, calculating distance and speed. Seconds later, the strike connects, ending the encounter with precise control. Under the scorching summer heat, a lone Russian soldier pedals his bicycle across a barren dirt road, carrying a small supply crate tied to the back. The simplicity of the scene, one man. One bike stands in sharp contrast to the silent threat above. A Ukrainian FPV drone locks onto the target and begins its approach, the faint hum growing louder with every second. The soldier notices, slows down, and finally stops in the middle of the road, lowering his head in resignation. A moment later, the drone closes in, striking with precision. This scene reveals how modern warfare leaves no movement unnoticed, no silence untouched. In a rural sector near the front line, 3 Russian soldiers step out of an abandoned house, moving toward a patch of dense brush for cover. Overhead, a Ukrainian FPV drone tracks their movement in silence, waiting for the right moment. As the trio disappears into the vegetation, the operator initiates the strike. A sudden explosion sends dust and smoke into the air. When the scene clears, only 2 figures emerge, sprinting through the field in panic. The third is nowhere to be seen. The drone turns briefly, confirming the result before returning to base. On a flat, open field bordered by tall green grass, a lone Russian reconnaissance soldier moves cautiously along a dirt path. His mission is to scout a vital supply route ahead of a planned assault. Overhead, a Ukrainian FPV drone locks onto his position. The sound of its rotor echoes across the empty field. The soldier reacts instantly, raising his weapon and firing, but the drone evades and dives toward him. The first strike only wounds him, forcing him to the ground. Seconds later, a second drone is deployed. It circles once, confirms the target, and closes in. The operator maintains calm precision, ensuring the mission's success. Along a shallow trench near the front line, a lone Russian soldier moves with quiet determination, unaware of the silent drone watching from above. His steps are steady, almost deliberate, as if he knows the risks, but keeps going. Moments later, an FPV drone begins its pursuit, gliding low over the terrain. When the soldier finally notices it closing in, he stops, lowers himself to the ground, and accepts what's coming. The drone advances with precision, completing its task without hesitation. In drone warfare, even composure under pressure cannot outrun technology and timing. Once again, frontline footage captures rare moments from the battlefield where FPV drones hunt for movement across open terrain and shattered defenses. Some soldiers try to move between cover, others hide or attempt to fight back. A few run, hoping to escape the camera's eye. None succeed. The drones remain steady, circling, calculating, and striking with precise control. Each engagement unfolds like a lesson in coordination and timing, proof of how technology, discipline, and patience shape every second of modern warfare. These scenes reflect not chaos, but structure, where awareness and data rule over instinct and chance. A fiber optic FPV reconnaissance drone detected unusual movement along a narrow dirt road near the front line. As the camera zoomed in, the operator noticed a soldier wearing thermal-resistant clothing, attempting to mask his heat signature. It didn't work. Within moments, a combat FPV drone was deployed to confirm the target. The drone passed overhead, looped around, and aligned for a strike. The soldier looked up, realizing too late that he had been tracked. The engagement ended with precise execution. Modern drone warfare continues to prove that concealment alone cannot overcome thermal surveillance and aerial coordination. The footage takes place along a shallow frontline trench, where a lone Russian soldier moves quietly, unaware he's being watched. A Ukrainian reconnaissance drone picks up his movement and confirms the target. Moments later, an FPV drone is deployed, maintaining low altitude as it tracks his steps through the narrow path. When the soldier finally notices the incoming sound, he breaks into a run, trying to escape the confined trench, but the drone's speed and precision leave no room for evasion. The engagement ends quickly. Across a quiet stretch of open field, the landscape splits between lush green grass and scorched, dry terrain. A lone Russian soldier walks along the divide, unaware that he's being observed from above. The reconnaissance drone remains still, tracking his every movement until confirming there are no other targets nearby. Then, it lowers altitude, closing in with precision. The soldier pauses, brushing dirt from his boots, still oblivious to the silent presence overhead. Seizing the moment, the FPV drone accelerates toward him, striking with perfect timing. This engagement reflects how patience and environmental awareness are key elements in modern aerial warfare. Inside a shallow trench near the front line, a reconnaissance drone detects faint movement beneath the shadows. A lone soldier appears, cautiously advancing through the narrow passage. Moments later, an FPV drone descends to investigate, maintaining low altitude as it locks onto the target. The soldier suddenly raises his weapon and fires upward, but the rounds miss. The drone closes in, completing its mission with precision and control. Across an open field, a wounded Russian soldier struggles to crawl toward a nearby bush, hoping to disappear from view after a previous drone strike. The area falls silent for a moment until another Ukrainian FPV drone locks onto his heat signature and begins a slow approach. The faint buzzing grows louder as the drone closes in. Realizing he's been found, the soldier curls up in the grass, motionless, out of strength and out of options. Seconds later, the drone completes its mission with precision, confirming control over the sector. This engagement underscores how persistence and real-time aerial tracking continue to define modern battlefield tactics. In an orchard bordering a small residential area, a Ukrainian FPV drone identifies 3 Russian soldiers hiding beneath fruit trees, quietly coordinating their next move. The operator locks onto the position and initiates the strike. The explosion scatters dust and leaves across the grove. Moments later, a second drone approaches to assess the result, revealing only 1 soldier still attempting to move. The drone dives again, ending the engagement with precise execution and calm efficiency. Beneath the burning afternoon sun, a solitary soldier walks across an empty field, his pace steady and unhurried. There are no vehicles, no nearby movement, only the sound of the wind over dry grass, high above. An FPV drone maintains silent observation, confirming that the area is clear before lowering its altitude. It approaches slowly, matching the soldier's movement from behind. The man doesn't notice the faint hum closing in. When the drone finally accelerates, it's already too late. The strike is precise and final. This encounter underscores how situational awareness and silence define survival in modern drone warfare. On a wide, empty field near the front line, 2 Russian soldiers move slowly through the grass, keeping low and alert. Suddenly, the one in the rear stops, sensing the faint mechanical hum above. He drops to the ground, hoping to stay unseen. The soldier ahead, unaware of the danger, keeps walking. Moments later, a Ukrainian FPV drone appears, locking onto him from above. He fires in panic, but the drone adjusts and strikes precisely. The second soldier, believing the threat has passed, rises and moves forward to check his comrade as he kneels beside him. Another drone approaches from a different direction. He stays completely still, trying to avoid detection, but the sensors catch the movement. The drone accelerates, ending the scene with silent precision. It's a reminder that awareness and timing define survival in modern warfare. Near an abandoned factory, a lone soldier hides close to a fence line, staying perfectly still to avoid detection. Above him, a reconnaissance drone scans the area, locking onto the faint outline of his position. Within moments, an FPV drone approaches, hovering briefly before releasing a single grenade. It lands precisely at the soldier's location, ending the encounter instantly.